questions, I'm the answer. I'm the whispers in your ear. When the lights start flashing for you, expectations loud and clear. I'm aggression, I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear. Till it's already too late. It's upon us and it's Tuesday. As I flex where the winner said, cause I start where they finish at. I was running, I was supposed to make it. I'm the one that gets the closing statements. It's something more, inspiration. But it's nothing cause I'm good to take it. Really hoping that you lose. I'm really hoping that you choose. That I'm teaching like in school. That I'm really about to use. I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear. Ask your questions. I'm the answer. I'm the whispers in your ear. When the lights start flashing for you, expectations loud and clear. I'm aggression, I'm a fighter.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. First up, the dancer, and they will have a power advantage here, and they'll be facing Valkyrie. They'll be fighting in the middleweight division, and they will enjoy a weight advantage.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
Up first is the dancer from Brazil. They are the SCI and IBF champ. The last time we saw them in the ring, they won by a TKO. Up against them, Valkyrie from Mexico. They are the WBC title holder. Their last fight was a very controversial decision loss.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Brazil, wearing the red trunks with red trim. Introducing the current SCI and IBF World Champion, the Dancer. Fighting out of the blue corner from Mexico, wearing the blue trunks with blue trim, Valkyrie.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
The wait is over. The speaking stopped. The fight begins now. Let's get the answers.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk. And there's the bell to start round one. Nice punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Do you believe what we are seeing? You know, they have an amazing relationship with their coach. They've been working together for a while now, and it's really paying off. Why weren't they covering up?
the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter. Nice exchange here from both men. Stumbling around in potholes, in serious trouble. Didn't need long to get back in and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. It's no secret who has... On to the second round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Now he's looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. Hold that thought! Stumbling around in potholes! Didn't wait long to hit back and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That could never happen.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Missed that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Pretty dominant round there. Let's get it started in round 3. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? They've avoided catastrophe there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn. Oh.
Misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Do you believe what we are seeing? No, we don't see a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do?
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. I promise you. There's the bell to start round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has a killer instinct. Just look at this KO percentage. Over 70% of their fights have ended early. Beautiful counter shot. Incredible work rate. Oh my, that's a game changer. And it appears the smart move here to take a knee and get a break from all that beating.
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
Catch and shoot. Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum. They've got... And there's the bell for round 5. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Misses with the straight left. Oh, and they got rocked! What a moment this is! And it appears they hold it right there. This could be the end. And Valkyrie just got dropped. And you can see it right here. That body shot sent them down, and they weren't getting up.
I've got to see that again.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at there's nothing there. There's no defense.
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. What a massive upset this would be. Did you see that? This may do it. We were going to see the finish. Whoa, wait a minute. Are we about to see a first-round knockout? And down goes Valkyrie. another look at that.
A shot from the gods took him out.
A lot of work needs to be done. There's the bell to start round 6. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round. Whoa, wait a minute! An upset of the year perhaps right before our eyes. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Will the referee step in? But here we go again, back into the fire.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit, because if you get...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. And that was it. That was the bit. And Valkyrie goes down. And you can see here on the replay, a perfect body shot, and he dropped like a loose suit.
I need to see that again.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing, your winner by knockout and the new WBC champion, the Dancer.
Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top 2, but not number 2. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Here I came in, guns blazing, at raving. You get weighed in, been training, sick of waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing, entertaining. Check the ratings, let me out. I don't wanna be caged in. Yeah, I'm ready. Who's next up? Pay attention now, yeah, your best luck. I like to warm up like a few jabs, and then I hit hard like a left hook. My style's unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top 2, but not number 2. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top 2, but not number 2. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Who wants it? Ready for anybody, I got this. They say you can learn from your losses, but victory tastes sweet like chocolate.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle. First up.
This bout is scheduled.
You can tell both of these fights. We're expecting an all-action slugfest. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Good defense there to stop that hook. You don't want to trade shots. So here is the champ defending the title yet again. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This may do it. Disaster averted.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dares do anything in return.
And at some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighters. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the...
Did you see that? Why weren't they more cautious? Talk about a... And there's the bell for round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Defense is not an option for these two. Perfect counter lands. When are we going to see a jab from these two? The defense failed them. Trying to buy time. Hold it right there. Stumbling around them. And down goes Valkyrie. We take another look, you can see it, the body... Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
He's got to waste time, get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? The building is going bananas. Will they see a huge upset here? Gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. The referee really thinking about stopping it. Do you believe what we are seeing? You gotta wonder how. And there's the bell for round three. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
They have an amazing relationship with their coach. They've been working together for a while now, and it's really paying off. Changes everything, especially in this division. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. They both want the knockout. There's a counter shot. This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. What a nightmare scenario. Apparently no rest for the weary. And Valkyrie just got dropped. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. At some point, the corner has to say you're done. It's not over till it's over. Here we go to the fourth round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle him. He's got to bluff him.
An uppercut does not score. That hook was off target. These two fighters are made for one another. This fighter has a killer instinct. Just look at this KO percentage. Over 70% of their fights have ended early. Got out of the way. Did you see that? What a massive upset this would be. They've avoided the... Did you see that? And Valkyrie goes down. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion. Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, your winner by knockout and still SCI champion, the Dancer.
can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves. And here we go. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. Up first is the Dancer, and they will enjoy a power advantage. And they'll be facing Steamboat. Who's been your favorite middleweight champion over the years? Maybe Canelo Alvarez, Roy Jones Jr.? Well, these two certainly hope they can be on your list. And this fighter is a slugger.
I'll always go for reach. Every time over anything. If you've got reach, touch with speed, nobody's going to touch you. But someone that can get in close, that has the power to get up close and personal and break those ribs, get those shots into the body, you've got to look out for that.
First up, the Dancer from Brazil. They are the SCI, IBF, and WBC champ. The last time we saw them, they won by knockout, looking to do the same here. Up against them, Steamboat from the United States of America. They are the WBO title holder, coming off a very tough decision loss in their last fight.
Oh, pure bad blood.
So they stare. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. A left hook. Straight right just misses. No rest for the weary. There's nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. Nice hook. Has to be careful. And that was it. That was the big shot we were waiting for. Steamboat goes down. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to... So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Oh, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Oh, and they got rocked. What a moment this is. And down goes Steamboat. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it. They get 1 minute between rounds. This fighter wished it was 10 minutes after being dropped twice in the last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
What do we expect to see here in round two? Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not like twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Just misses with that uppercut. An upset here, perhaps right before our eyes. And that's a knockdown as Steamboat heads to the canvas. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win.
Ladies and...
Pick a side. Will you live? Will you die? Will you quit? Will you try? Sweating eyes. Who am I? Champion till I die. Every morning, every night. Boy, I gotta look alive. Now you can hear the crowd going wow. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Pick a side. Only two options: be with the winners or the other guys. Yeah, ain't no time. We already on the way. Better get themselves in line. Thought I told you we don't play. The team going nuts, the score going up, morale going down, the fans packing up. Now all the kids got a new hero. They ain't never seen so many zeros, and that's when the crowd starts to shout. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Yeah, spill venom out the side of my pores. We came to battle. We came for war.
The fans are ready, and up first is the dancer from Brazil, and they are the undisputed champ. Their last fight, they scored a spectacular knockout win. And they'll be facing Steamboat.
This bout is scheduled for...
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
Close the door, close the curtains. This is it.
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. That left hook doesn't find its target. How did he absorb that hook? These uppercuts are scoring. Whoa, wait a minute. What a shot. And down goes Steamboat. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's time for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Jab had to hurt. And they got caught. No, we don't. And before they get knocked down, they choose to go down on their own and take a knee.
What you see right there is a heartbroken fighter.
So it's on to the second round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now he's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
You're looking at the king of the ring, but how long will it last? Will they defend their undisputed title? Punching power. Whoa, and you saw the balance go. I wouldn't be surprised if they stopped this fight considering the swelling and the bruising. The referee says they're okay to fight, and we'll keep fighting. How did they not go down? The defense. Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? Steamboat goes down. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate. The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Resilience, to be down and to be...
Whoa, did you see? The fighter's vision is paramount, and the referee may stop it here. And the referee will stop it. This fight is over.
I was getting a little anxious there. This is a career-ending fight.
Another stoppage win for the resume, an excellent performance for sure.
A TKO. The argument's going to rumble on. The crowd aren't happy. The fighters aren't happy. They wanted to see a definitive end to this fight. These guys are going to have to do it all over again. But please, please, please don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 rounds of boxing, your winner by technical knockout and still